معنا اليوم البطل الثالث المتحدث في الجلسة المباركة الأستاذ زهيب خان. الأستاذ زهيب هو من شركة BWC وهو مختص في الثروات الخاصة والمكاتب العائلية. سيقدم لنا جولة معرفية في موضوع استخدام الأوقاف في هيكلة الثروة المحلية. Please Mr. you can start. You have 8 minutes.
Perfect. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to be here with you all today.
Okay. You speak and the translator will be here. Okay, he will support you, so give chance after sentence.
No problem.
نوقف ولا؟
ممكن يوقف. أنت ممكن هو يتكلم وأنت تترجم هنا. Okay. You can start.
Perfect. My name is Zahib Khan. I'm a director at PwC in Riyadh. I lead our private wealth and family office efforts in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What do? I work with leading families in the kingdom and I help them structure their wealth to meet their wider objectives, whether that's succession planning, asset protection, or wealth preservation.
أنا اسمي زهيب خان من شركة PwC للخدمات الاستشارية، مقرنا في الرياض، وأنا أساعد العائلات الغنية في مجال إدارة أملاكها.
Today I would like to talk to you about the use of a waqf as an effective tool for domestic wealth structuring. So often my clients here in the kingdom, they will ask me, what are leading families in the West doing when it comes to servicing their wealth structuring needs to meet their objectives, whether that's succession planning or asset protection. And generally speaking, I'm well placed to answer that because before moving to the kingdom, I was working for a leading Swiss bank servicing the clients.
So stop in Swiss bank.
فعادة العائلات في المملكة العربية السعودية تسألني ما هي أفضل الممارسات في الغرب وما هي أفضل الممارسات من أجل الحفاظ على سلسلة التعاقب في عملية الوقف.
So what do leading families in the West do? They will put their wealth into a structure. They will separate their legal ownership from the beneficial ownership, and they will put rules in place to control the wealth long after the creator of the wealth has passed away.
فالممارسات في الغرب هي تقوم بوضع الوقف في أمور قانونية بحيث أنها تحميه بعد المؤسس هذا الوقف.
And the benefits of doing this is that you can control the wealth long after you have passed. You can use it as a vehicle for succession planning. Maybe there are beneficiaries that need protection. You are able to separate the ownership of the assets in the event of litigation or legal challenge. So there are many benefits.
فبالتأكيد الأمور القانونية لها كثير من الفوائد. أولاً اللي هو حماية بسلسلة التعاقب، وكذلك حماية الموجودات المالية والمستفيدين.
Now the question is, what is leading international best practice when it comes to wealth structuring? And generally there are three options. The basic model is you move from personal ownership to a corporate model, whether that's a holding company or a family branch entity. The more sophisticated answer is you move to a trust or a foundation in an offshore jurisdiction that is potentially tax favorable. And this is what we see ultra high net worth families in the West do.
فأفضل الممارسات التي نراها هي الانتقال من الملكية الشخصية إلى وضع الوقف في أما تكون مؤسسة خيرية أو تكون جهة خيرية.
What I would like to point out in particular is the mechanics of these structures. You can see that there is a creator of the wealth, the founder, the settlor. There is a document which stipulates what the founder's wishes are. There are people that manage the wealth, and this is what these diagrams show. And then there are ultimately beneficiaries that can in the future benefit from this wealth.
كما تعلمون يوجد هناك المؤسس ويوجد ميثاق العائلة ويوجد كذلك ما هم المستفيدين من هذا الوقف في المستقبل.
And the reason why I share all of this is because this is actually how a waqf works. So, and this next diagram illustrates this. We have somebody that is the creator. We have a document which sets out the wishes of the creator. We have people that manage this wealth and then people that ultimately benefit from this. And so the point that I'm trying to make here is we often turn to the West to find solutions, but actually our religion has given us a tool, a vehicle based on Islamic principles, which the West has taken and evolved and adapted to meet their needs. So this is why I say actually in the context of domestic wealth structuring, there is a tool available which is in line with our faith and in line with our rules.
يعني عادة احنا ننظر إلى الأمثلة والممارسات الموجودة في الغرب إلى أنه في ديننا الإسلامي يوجد هناك مبادئ في عملية إدارة الوقف، وزي ما ذكرت هي الوصايا المؤسس مهمة جدا والميثاق.
And actually, through, for example, the authority of Awqaf, we have found the modernization of the Awqaf environment, whether it's regulatory oversight, whether it's digitalization leading to better reporting and efficiencies, all of this which creates an environment for Awqafs to provide greater good for society and for families.
ومن خلال عملنا مع الهيئة العامة للأوقاف يوجد هناك بعض الأنظمة والتشريعات التي تحكم الوقف.
And before I finish, it's very important that I highlight the importance of family governance in the implementation of a waqf, because there are certain, without effective governance, it will not work. You know, it needs to be drafted in accordance with the Sharia, it needs drafting in accordance with experts. There are certain mechanisms which can ensure the long-term success of the waqf, whether that's a modification clause or whether a conditional revocation clause in certain circumstances. So really it is important that expert advice is taken to ensure that the waqf remains fit for purpose for now and for future generations.
أود أن أؤكد أن عملية الحوكمة هي أمر مهم جدا ويجب أن تكون بالتأكيد حسب الشريعة الإسلامية، وفي حالة حدوث أي أمر طارئ فهناك بدائل لعملية الوقف.
And I just wanted to share a quick case study. I recently had a client that was worried about the continuity of the family business and the family's legacy as a whole. So what he did, he established a waqf. He transferred the assets into the waqf, including the family business. And what did that achieve? The ownership was transferred into a waqf, so he no longer had to worry about the legacy of the family, the family members after he has passed, selling the business, fighting for the business, creating division of assets. He created a perpetual income distribution for the family so that they can always have some form of funds for healthcare, for education, for housing, for example. And he allowed a vehicle which will give charity in his name long after he's gone. So it was very effective in achieving family legacy, in preserving the wealth, and minimizing the risk of disputes long after he's gone. Thank you very much.
فيوجد مثال من أحد العملاء قام بعملية نقل الملكية إلى باسم الوقف، وكذلك قام بوضع سياسة بحيث أنه يوجد هناك مخصصات للعائلة، وهذه بالتأكيد تؤدي إلى تقليل النزاعات في المستقبل.